Of course it is. Because like I said during the costume contest, Nick Diamond is cosplaying as the Ocean State champion.
You know, there seems to be a bit of a yellow streak there as soon as he's claimed that title. But I mean, I can't go and ignore the fact that he promised the collective would be champions under his tutelage. And they are. As of tonight, they are.
Yes, and all kidding aside, much ado about much nothing. The collective did pull it off. Congratulations to them, even though they didn't. I won't say necessarily they didn't play fair, but the match was the match, and it is what it is.
You're right. It wasn't the cleanest of victories. It certainly got themselves a bit of controversy around the W. But at the end of the day, they're the current champions. I mean, we're not the type to go ahead and take the authority away from our referees and our officiating staff.
Absolutely. I understand that completely because, let's be honest, the only reason why I'm not the Ocean State champion is because the ref didn't see what the ref didn't see. And it is what it is.
I got my feelings about that, but I'm trying to keep things biased. You know, as a broadcast journalist, I try to. I'm not always the one who succeeds, but I try.
And I get it, and I understand. But if we're going to be honest and cite facts, then we're going to cite facts. The only reason why Nick Diamond even has the Ocean State title is because the collective came and helped him win it.
Strength in numbers.
And unfortunately, you're not wrong. That is what it is. But again, also now being escorted by the collective in a non-title situation against one of RWA's longest-standing multi-time champions in the Cutter Kowalski, Ricky Medeiros.
You know, here's the thing. Diamond has got his insurance. Medeiros has his insurance as well. And he doesn't necessarily have all of his guns at ringside, as does Diamond. But if this turns into a war of numbers, Medeiros is not out there alone. They are simply a monitor away the rest of the city, if you know what I mean.
I totally understand. And you know what? That's a smart play. Ricky Medeiros, again, multiple-time champion.
Not his first rodeo.
Not his first rodeo. Could make himself a Triple Crown champion when he ever gets the Ocean State title actual match, which unfortunately is not right now because, again, Nick Diamond playing politics, playing games, being a yellow belly chicken, however you want to call it, not giving Ricky the opportunity.
And that's the thing, like he's exploiting the loopholes here. You know, he doesn't necessarily have to accept every matchup on every term, but if he is combative within 3 times of the year, technically he can keep that title without ever actually defending it. And I can't remember a time when Nick Diamond was a champion anywhere else. I want to say that this is one of his first title runs as a singles competitor.
Which is, again, something to be admired and celebrated, but at the same time, there's an asterisk next to it.
Sure, and I also feel as though there's a bit of desperation there. He doesn't know how to operate without that title. The sheer thought of losing it is just too much to contend against.
And again, nice collar and elbow tie-up right here, very classic, very old school. And again, if you're going to go into things, obviously you want to have a game plan. You want to be smart about it.
Right.
But at the same time, if you're going to be a champion, then you need to act like a champion. And that means defending your title, defending your championship. This is the second match since winning the title that Nick Diamond has not defended it in. I mean, what are we supposed to do here?
You're raising valid points, Luigi, and I'm not just going to overlook them. But I do want to call the action here. Medeiros now going toe for toe, shot for shot with Diamond. Appears to have himself the upper hand at this moment. As we know, things can change in an instant.
And the beautiful thing about Ricky Medeiros is not only is he an accomplished tag team wrestler, he is also a well-established and accomplished singles wrestler.
Absolutely.
He is, I'm going to try and steal a sports point here, but maybe I'm incorrect, but he is definitely a utility player. He can go any which way.
No, that's very well put. And Ricky Medeiros, when he first started off, look at this now, looks like he might return to his roots. When he first started off, he was known as a one-trick pony, and that was taking to the air. You look at the muscle mass he has put on in a short amount of time over the past year, and he still has that same kind of balance when he takes to an aerial assault. That's impressive.
One could even say with the additional muscle mass, he's actually stronger in his aerial assault because there's more explosive power, there's more length, there's more width, there's more height that gets put behind the amazing and completely, not chaotic, that's the wrong word there, but definitely the repertoire that Ricky Medeiros has is not limited to just aerial assaults anymore.
No.
He can be a power guy, he can be a speed guy,
Absolutely.
he can be...
To your point, you know, we've seen Ricky Medeiros develop into this kind of athlete, this kind of competitor over the past couple of years. Nick Diamond, yeah, he's got this title, but I feel as though he's still the same Nick Diamond, except with just a couple of bruises by his side.
Which is something to say, and as you can see, he doesn't know how to act. He's in the match right now. Ricky Medeiros, solid offense, solid tactician, solid attack. Nick is getting by the skin of his teeth. He didn't know what to hit him with. He's almost like he's confused.
A lot of truth to what you're saying. It's impossible to ignore.
And I don't want to seem like I'm trying to downgrade his ability. Nick Diamond is an accomplished athlete. Nick Diamond can wrestle. He's one of the few people that goes around, wrestles other places, does a lot of things. But it always seems to be that unless he's protected by his bruisers, by his bodyguards, by his associates, he doesn't seem to know what he's doing. He doesn't seem to have the focus he needs to be the champion that he is right now.
I think he's one of those guys that secretly gets hung up on having all the eyes on him. You know, and people deal with that in a different ways. You know, but right now, look at this. He's making sport out of Ricky Medeiros, but he's not going to get a whole lot of length out of that kind of a submission.
No, he's not. But you know what? He had to count to 5. He's put some damage on him. He got what he needed out of it. Can't fault him for that. But at the same time, too, all Ricky Medeiros needs is one moment. Boom, right there.
Quick to recover. The cut of Kowalski. Nice set of offense right there. Nick Diamond looking to stop him in his tracks. It looks as if he does. Big swing and a miss. Medeiros now. Oh, overhead German suplex. And that could be the equalizer he needed.
And again, Nick Diamond not sure how to recover, not sure what to do. Laying there on the mat. Ricky Medeiros has got Paulie D outside, cheering him on, helping him out, encouraging him, stuff like that. Nick Diamond just laying there. Doesn't know what to do. Lost. You know, this diamond in the rough thing, maybe he's just more of a cubic zirconia. Like, he's not as shiny and as brilliant as he thinks he is.
I can't help but feel as though there's a little bit of shade in that umbrella you're casting, my friend.
Listen, I'm going to just say this. If it wasn't for the fact that his goons... Cutter Kowalski in the house.
Diamond, to your point, is staggering. He's grabbing at straws.
There's 2.
And driven to the canvas yet again. Medeiros is looking fresh. Up on his feet, both men. Medeiros, he gets tossed and answers with a very quick insecurity from the apron.
3. That's 3. There's your Cutter Kowalski, my friend. I have seen Ricky Medeiros put many people away with that combination. I think that was more of a kick out on instinct from Nick Diamond. I don't know if that was really...
He's not showing a whole lot of signs of life.
Again, very unfocused, very unsure of himself, unable to make heads or tails of what's going on. And in doing so, fighting again. Maybe it was smart of Nick Diamond not to make this a title match because he obviously...
Cover here, deep stack. Oh! Did you see how close Sousa's hand came to that canvas?
If that was like a 2.999 repeating right there.
That doesn't get much closer than that.
It really doesn't. I'll give Ricky Medeiros this, though. He's not going to go down without a fight, and Nick Diamond needs to understand that. He needs to realize that when you're dealing with somebody who's from the Dirt City, who's held multiple championships in multiple ways, we going for the diamond cut? What are we doing here? What are you doing? I'm doing commentary. What are you doing?
Oh, look at this. Medeiros seizes advantage.
Completely unfocused, completely got distracted because I'm sitting here with you doing commentary.
He's always caught up on what's going on outside the ring while he's inside it. I've seen this be a factor numerous times, but I don't know, man, whether you want to admit it or not. You just assisted Ricky Medeiros.
Listen, Nick Diamond pointed out, excuse me a second, I apologize. What are you talking about? I'm on commentary. You got something to say?
Nick Diamond and the mighty Bosch. And I gotta say it here, there's certainly some bad blood between these two. I mean, I got love for the Bosch, man. Don't get me wrong, it was great to have you on commentary, buddy. But really, there is some unfinished business. There is a score to be settled between Bosch and Diamond, and it looks as if they're not going to wait. Folks, there's more action to follow. Don't you go anywhere.